my name is Mandi Lynn. I'm the author of the young adult novel Essence, and today I'm going to be doing a video on how to write a query letter to literary agents. Now, actually, a while back I actually made a video on writing letters to query agents. It was a long time ago, and I'll link it below. That video kind of dissects it more, and if you watch it, you'll notice how I'm a little less confident in the approach because I had never actually had a successful query letter. It was just kind of talking to a wall. So the tips are correct. I just, at the time, I hadn't known what to do, and now I've actually had some somewhat successful ones. I've gotten a few nibbles from agents, which is really exciting. But I just wanted to start off by recommending a book. It's Guide to Query Letters, and it's written by Wendy Burt Thomas. And she's actually someone I talk to every now and then when I need advice and help. She is awesome at answering her emails. So you can either email me or email her if you need any help. But this is the place to go. It really dissects it. It gives you sample query letters and everything like that. Today I'm going to tell you what has worked for me. And I've had some luck with both of my novels getting little nibbles from agents, but for one reason or another they didn't work out. But I'm going to tell you what has worked for me and what I'm going to be continuing to do until I actually get a contract with an agent, hopefully. So, like any novel, you want to open with a hook, and this is what you do to make the agent say, wow, I want to represent that, or wow, what's going on, I have to keep reading. So I like to go straight into the story and make it really dramatic and just something that would really make them curious about the book and make them want to read. It gives a huge overview of the story that really kind of sums it up, makes the agent really want to read the book, and then after that you have another paragraph, and this is where you give the facts. This is when you say, okay, this is how many words my novel is, this is the title of the novel, this is the genre of the novel. These are all very important things because you want to identify who the audience would be. Next up, this is what I used to have the hardest time with because it's basically saying who you are as a writer. This is where you are selling yourself. Sadly these days, it's not just about writing a novel, it's about writing a novel and then you as the author going out selling it. You can't depend on your publisher to sell your novel anymore. You have to make sure that you're on social media and everything like that. So this is where you really just want to say your credentials if you've had anything published. For me, when I make my query letter about I Am Mercy, I say I self-published a novel. And then another thing is say who you have as followers already as a unpublished author or like myself as a self-published author. You want to say, like for me, I would be saying I have a YouTube channel with X amount of subscribers. I have a Facebook, I have a Twitter and all that. And then if you are like me and you do speaking events, like I do writing workshops, and soon I'll be doing another type of workshop where I just talk about my journey as an author and I say how you can achieve your own goals by following these steps. So I now include that in my query letter and say, you know, I've been in a newspaper because I do these workshops and stuff like that. I've been interviewed and stuff like that. I say that so the agent knows that I already have some publicity going for myself even though I am not traditionally published. That little paragraph is basically saying, yes, I'm qualified to write this novel, and yes, I am willing to promote myself because I already promote myself. And the next little paragraph that isn't even a paragraph, it's just basically a sentence, is saying, thank you for your time and consideration, and that's about it. And then you sign your name, and you want to make sure you put your contact information. You want to list your email, even though they obviously know they can just reply to your email. You want to list your email there just because that's important. And then you also want to put your phone number. So that's basically how you write a query letter. I know that was really a brief overview, but also a way to find agents is through this website that I use called agentquery.com. I will link it down below along with my other videos about query letters. I don't remember if I mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but I'll link my other video on query letters down below so you can watch it. And then I'll link this website, agentquery.com. This website, you put in keywords about your novel and then what genre your novel is, and it'll give you agents who are interested in that. And it gives them, it's like a brief little profile about them, and then if you are interested in writing to them, you go to their actual website, find out what submissions they do for a process. And another important thing is when you're submitting to an agent, follow their guidelines. If they ask you to paste the first chapter of your book below, paste it below. Don't send it as an attachment because it'll go to their junk mail folder. You want to just paste it after the email so they can just read it right there. Or if they just want the query, just send the query. Don't send anything else. So I hope that answered everyone's questions about querying agents. If you have any other questions that I didn't answer, feel free to ask them below. If you've had some experience with agents, just tell your story below. We are all a very friendly community. And of course, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.